I'm upset. No disrespect, respectfully. But disrespectfully is disrespect. Don't be disrespectful. Those vile, disgusting Spartans. Poor little bro, man. And I'ma tell him why I'm mad. That vile, disgusting cesspool in Columbus. The other state. And of course, as always, I'm upset.
Maize and Blue Nation, it's Tom Brady. I co-founded Autograph with one mission in mind: change the fan experience for the better. That's why I'm excited to announce the release of a new app that recognizes the biggest Michigan fans. The Autograph Fandom app gives you access to the best Michigan content, fan challenges, and exclusive rewards for diehard Wolverines, all for doing the things you already do, like listening to this podcast. Head over to the Apple App Store and search for Autograph Rewarding Fans and download today.
Good evening, good people. I am the Maize Madman. I got my guy with me.
The Maniac.
Brother, first of all, what a game. What a game.
Instant classic.
Instant classic, roller coaster. All of the things were in that game. By the way, if you're in here, 51 people, we need 51 likes because we got a lot to talk about tonight. Michigan tried to give this one away. More specifically, the Don tried to give this one away literally. But Michigan kept fighting, got the win. My guy, tell me what's your immediate thoughts right now.
Listen, first of all, with this one, I had to bring them out. Had to bring the gloves out, baby. Out. Big blue, baby. Big blue. That first half, that's Michigan football. I'm going to say it again. That first half is Michigan football. Elite. That defense today, man. Shout to the defense. Wink, I doubted you. I'm sorry. You played a hell of a game, bro. It was your players that were lost out there, but he called a hell of a game. Lincoln Riley couldn't do nothing the first half. The rushing game the first half was exactly what we expected. That's it, bro. That's going to be Michigan the rest of the year. But we do need Orgy to get better passing the ball because
Definitely.
We're not going to beat the other good teams. Remember,
Definitely.
Indiana looking good, Illinois looking good. And those are on the road. Those games are on the road. Right. On the road, you're going to have to pass. So, listen. But anyway, that's down the line. Let's focus on today, baby. Let's focus on today.
So look. I'm not. Wink isn't out the woods because in that second half, he made some questionable decisions, including the zero blitz that gave him the touchdown near the goal line. Right, that was crazy. There was nobody there. It was crazy.
And mind you, that touchdown came off of a fumble recovery that Grant gave right back to them, man.
Oh man, that was gross. That was disgusting. And that's the epitome of your big lineman doing some big lineman crap. That was, come on, man. Just get down.
Yes,
You're not about to return that 90 yards, however many yards that was. Let's get down. But let's talk about it, man. Michigan gets a win. Everybody, the narrative coming into this game, nobody gave Michigan a chance. Desmond Howard, for the first time in forever, chose the opposing team to beat Michigan today. Even Lee Corso, of all the people, chose Michigan to get this W. It was an exciting game, like we were talking about. We welcomed USC to the big conference where Michigan hands out L's on a weekly basis. Let's talk about it.
Listen,
by
man.
the way, we're dropping that link in the chat.
Yes.
Anybody who wants to come up and exalt, feel free.
Listen, man. Look. I'm a, you know me. I'm a realist. I'm the first one. As you saw on our show, I picked USC to beat us based on what I saw from the first 3 games. Really can't blame me, right? But this is crow. I love to eat. I'm eating this with some good hot sauce. I'm going to eat my crow. It's fine. But at the end of the day, I'm right there with my team. I just get too emotionally involved. My wifey wants to slap me sometimes, but I don't care. I scare my daughters because I'm yelling and about to throw everything out. Look, man.
Hey, we got a couple.
Yeah,
we got a couple people trying to get up. But go ahead.
No, you know what? Let them get in the kitchen. Let's let
including my guy G. I think this is Cam and G. What's good, fellas?
What's going on, y'all? What's good? Go blue.
Go blue,
Go
baby.
blue.
Go blue.
G, you there? G froze on us.
Yeah, he froze.
Oh no. But guys, exciting game. Cam, how you feeling right after the game, man?
I feel good. I do. I really feel good. And I was on another show, I think it was a couple of days ago, and I told them the only way we can win is up front. The defense, the line, and the offensive line. And we proved that. We proved that time and time again. And Shamon Moore should now be the play caller. He should now be the play caller.
Absolutely. Hold on. We got G back. Hold on. I'm gonna get him back up here. Troy, we see you too. We're gonna get you up here too, brother. In 1 second. G, what's good, baby?
Oh man, I'm at work right now, and man, that was Michigan football, gritty.
Yep.
Don't give up football. I said and watched a lot of comments. We was firing coaches at halftime, and I take it we need a little work. Meshing with the play calling on offense, and I think they kind of playing cautious right now.
Yeah.
I think they're not like really opening it up like they want to. But if we stick to who we are, stop listening to the naysayers, we're going to win a lot of games gritting and grinding just like that. We came out. I think we showed who we were. We didn't give up. You know what I mean? And that's Michigan football. I mean, I've been a Michigan fan long enough to know that's what we do. We grit and we grind. We don't give up.
Yep.
Absolutely. It was looking bleak there for a minute in the fourth quarter, especially after that fumble. They go up with the touchdown. It was looking a little bleak, but first of all, let me say this, bro. We got to put this up. Khalil Mullins may have saved the Michigan season.
Yes.
MVP.
Khalil Mullins is a man amongst boys out there.
Bro.
That run was a manly run. He should have been tackled 6 times, but somehow kept the legs churning, got down the field. That was a big boy run.
Hey, so you realize our last 3 best running backs, 2 of them was linebackers that converted over to running back. That's that grit.
Yeah.
Hey, but I love it, man. I love Michigan football. Had me a little nervous, but I never gave up. And like I said, I'm at work. You see, I'm representing where everybody got their uniform on. I told them on Saturday, this is my uniform.
Most definitely.
No doubt, man. And you stay safe out there, G.
Yeah, thank you, fellas. I just wanted to get on for a quick minute. I'm gonna get back to work now.
We appreciate you, champ.
Right,
have a good one. Go blue.
Yeah, go blue. Hey, y'all, I want to ask y'all a question.
Yeah.
We've been looking at the defense, right? And we've been getting a lot of criticism the week Markdown. Can we realize to say some of the players is not there right now?
By the way, speaking of some of these players that ain't there right now, just Jayson Barham is not there. Period. I don't know where he is because if you look at the tape when he was at Maryland, he was all over the field. He was making plays against Michigan.
Yes.
But this season, I don't know where my man is. Either he got I'm not gonna go there. But he is not with it. He missed the tackle in the hole where it was just him and the running back. They ended up going way, the running back broke one. Crazy, he got to make that play. Yeah. My guy Troy is here, by the way. Troy, what's good, man?
Troy, what up,
good, fellas?
What's good, boss?
Go blue, baby.
Man,
Go
blue.
I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm a veteran. I got various health problems, and they all came to the front today because these bugs was trying to bust my heart today.
Yeah.
I mean, like my man Maniac said, the first half, that was Michigan football. But that second half, it was so many suspect things out there. But I'm gonna keep it positive because,
of course,
everything that y'all talked about as far as the grit, I co-sign all of that.
Yeah,
because we could have easily folded. I cannot believe that USC lost to a one-dimensional team.
That was
for sure.
real one-dimensional.
Let me, Troy, I don't mean to cut you off. We're going to get right back to it. I just got to get this super chat. My guy, Blue Wolverine. Shout out to Blue Wolverine. Let's go. Hell to the victors. I hope everyone hurt today recovers well for both teams. That's a fact. We're going to get to that in a second, Blue. Thank you for the 1999 super chat. We appreciate it. Go Blue, of course. My bad, Troy. Go ahead.
No, I'm all the way impressed with our run game. Even though I would have liked to see some more ingenuity in the play calls, if because it seemed like we was running into a brick wall a lot of those downs. But when they bust, they bust. You know what I'm saying? I loved it, and it's all that you could ask for. But my God, we didn't. Am I right or wrong? Did we not complete a pass longer than 10 yards all game?
Oh, that's a fact. We did not.
We did. Klein on the last drive, it was like about maybe 10 yards. Yeah. Remember, we was like 2nd and 12. And then he threw the crossing route to Klein.
It was like a 9-yard game because he was like a little short. But that pass didn't go 10 yards in the air for sure.
No.
It was like a 3-yard pass that Klein turned into.
Yeah. No, you're right, Troy.
This ain't sustainable, but as far as, like you said, the narrative, everybody was thinking we was going to lose.
Hey,
so
they had us
to me, this is all gravy.
No, this is
season was over. By the way, hit the like button as you come in here. Tap the screen if you hit that heart. Hit the hearts. Show some love to the channel. 196 people. We need 196 likes. My guy, we got kicking chicken in the Q2.
Here.
Hold on. What's good, baby?
He just disappeared after that. He did.
Kicking, you with us?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
You live, baby.
Hey, man. Hey, first of all, man, what a hell of a game.
Woo!
My gosh.
Wow.
And so I didn't get the chance to put my score on your board, man. Like, I follow your show. I like what you guys do, man. You all call it like it is.
Yeah.
Right? But I had this game 30-24. And go ahead.
Was that 30-24 for USC or Michigan?
No. I had a Michigan 30-24, Michigan versus USC, obviously. But
nice.
Yeah, man, like what a game.
Excellent game.
But still, man, I still think watching the first half, it was great. I really thought we were going to break away and, push the ball down the field, keep them off the field. But, man, we got to do something about this passing game.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Real quick kicking. We're going to get right back to that. My guy, Ghost. Shout out to Ghost, who is a fan of that vile, disgusting cesspool.
So, right. Ghost, I respect Ghost,
he's
man.
A real one.
He's a real one. He's one of the 10 logical Ohio State fans, so he get love.
For sure. Shout out to Ghost. He said he called the Michigan win in the score to the T. USC has to earn that big conference fame, no doubt about that. We definitely welcome Christendom into the Big Ten, only like Michigan can do. But like you were saying, kicking, I will say this. In the first half, because I called my man, I called the Maniac at halftime.
Right.
And I told him, and by the way, I was texting with my guy down here as I could because I was so into the game. But I told him, like, look, man, the thing is, the play calling looked to be, even though it was a lot of run, it looked to be like, they added some new wrinkles, man. I saw like 3 tight ends out there.
Yeah.
It was crazy, right?
Yeah.
But in the second half, that play calling got stagnant.
It did.
And they were doing basic things like just trying to get Orgy on the outside, and USC was having none of it. And credit to DeAnton Lynn, who started, blitzing the corners and blitzing the outside linebackers to force Michigan to, throw it down the field or run between the tackles, and they had that locked up for most of the second half. But you're absolutely right about that.
Yeah, man. But we have to find a way on offense to spread the ball out just enough to keep them honest, because we're not going to be able to push this season and go any further if all we do is run the ball.
Absolutely.
No,
Agree
100%.
1000%.
You gotta have some kind of balance, and you're
Exactly.
right.
Even if it's only like 10 passes, but you got to keep that defensive honest, just enough to give Orgy enough time to look downfield or take off with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I would have liked
I-
to see him take off a little more when he was in the pocket. That last drive where he got sacked, it was either, just throw it. It was man coverage. Listen, what you got to lose? You have to take risk.
Yeah.
To be a winner, you have to take
Samaj
risk.
Morgan, like my guy Troy told me, was butt naked in
wide open
behind the defense.
Wide open.
Running free.
Streaking.
Dude, all he had to do was toss that ball to him and it was touchdown.
Easy touchdown.
And
Easy
it-
touchdown.
Look, but this is the beauty, gentlemen. Next week, Minnesota comes to the big house. So,
Right.
I mean, there's no guarantees in college, as we saw with Notre Dame and Northern Illinois. But
That's
I don't
right.
think Minnesota beats us.
Yep.
I expect Michigan to practice some throwing plays against Minnesota, because after Minnesota is at Washington.
Yes,
Very
sir.
hostile environment, and we're going to have to pass the ball if we're going to win over there.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We got to start opening up this playbook. You can't keep holding Orgy's hands.
Yes.
Yes. You got to give the dude the chance to look downfield, and obviously on that play, like we were just talking about, he had him on that touchdown, but he missed him. But again, that offensive line is going to have to help him by holding them linebackers back.
Right. No, I agree. So look, I think this is one of the observations I took from the game from Orgy specifically, is that he wasn't coming off of a lot of reads. Like the joint where you're talking about that could have been a wide open touchdown to Samaj. He ran one side of the field and didn't even, peek over here before he was trying to get out of there, right?
Yeah.
Which is okay. This is his first start. Another thing I noticed, he wasn't noticing those blitzers coming, right? When they would show blitz even, he wasn't pointing that out. He didn't even see them half the time.
Right.
They were still doing some things where they were looking over to the sideline, and I think the coaches were giving him those cues, like, "Hey, pay attention to this because they coming or whatever." So, and they would get into like a run or something after that. Which, by the way, they probably were already in a run, but he was bringing the running back over to that side or whatever. So, I want to see him be more aware of that, right? Pre-snap. And also, at least get to the second progression, because right now that doesn't seem to be a strength at all of his.
No, but still, his first start did a great job, but at the same time, he again could have this game could have gone a little bit better had he been able to maybe have enough time to throw the ball.
Absolutely. And
I agree with that.
The beauty
by the way, I think the offensive line played a lot better today.
Yes.
By the way.
Yeah, absolutely. And
oh my gosh, dude, they did a great job.
Yeah, they did. And the beauty about this, we could do this and it's a win. So that's even better, right? We could complain about the things, but that's a win at the same time.
Yes, sir, man. Absolutely.
In the Texas game and the ending of that Arkansas State game, we always just like, dragging into this week. But I think now, confidence, bro. Sports is a momentum thing, man. I think moving forward, this team is saying, all right, guys, you see, we not bad. We not. Right. We just needed a wake-up call. We good. Moving forward, let's be Michigan. Now, of course, injuries. Let's hope Will, the guard, pick six. The guy is amazing. Is good. Because next week, sit his ass out. We can afford to sit him out against Minnesota. Definitely.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. No, sure.
I think we can afford to sit him out versus Minnesota. I will say that. But that secondary is suspect. By the way, speaking of the secondary and suspect plays, Makari Page again is doing questionable things.
Why he did on that last touchdown they scored. That was on week. He called it perfect.
Makari Page is
that was horrible.
Decisions. We got another visitor. Hey, I'm gonna drop y'all. Troy, thank you for hopping up, kicking.
Troy,
thank you for hopping up, man.
Go blue, man. Real quick before I go though, this is the first time I've ever seen Michigan beat USC.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah. You know what?
It's been
You're
a
right.
while. It's
Me
been a while.
too.
Go blue.
It's 91. He's right.
Go blue.
If we beat them next year, we tie the series. They the only school in the Big Ten we don't have a winning record against. Now we're 5-6 against
Right,
USC.
right. That's right. We got my guy, the legend, the myth, the legend himself, Dom. And
Dom!
a new caller into the show, Michael Layton. What's good, Michael Layton?
All good. I'm upset though.
I'm
We
upset.
really got the win. I'm upset.
Go blue. It is some things to be upset about, man. Including giving up a double-digit lead, having to fight back. We shouldn't have been in that position. The way the defense was playing early, man, I thought it was amazing. It was hearkening back to last season, the way they played. But obviously in the second half, questionable calls, a couple questionable blitzes that I wouldn't have called, especially because you were getting that pressure without them. And some things like that. But absolutely, Michael, go ahead.
It's just what they're doing now on offense is unsustainable.
Yes,
like, that's not going to last.
I agree.
Alex Orji's not going to last the season that way.
Absolutely.
That's just you got to find something else.
Play.
And I thought USC secondary played awesome.
Yep.
Their man really. Woo.
It was the way Michigan attempted a flea flicker at one point in the game, and this is, by the way, one of the times that I thought Alex Orji did the right thing in tucking it and running because it was covered down the field. Yeah. Now, granted, I think he only looked at one of them, but even if he'd have made it to the other one, he was covered too. So absolutely, Dom, what you got, man?
Any news on Will Johnson's injury?
No. I've got nothing yet. Anybody in the chat that has anything on Will, please let us know. We need an update on that for sure.
What I would like to see them do is first down, just run a go route and let Orji fling the ball 40 yards, first down. If he completes it, it's going to elevate his confidence to another level.
Right.
The secondary, when you guys watch the film, you'll see some blown coverages. I'm like, how is that guy wide open in the end zone when was that the go-ahead touchdown or the one before? I'm like, how are you wide open? There's 10 yards to the end zone. I don't understand that. They need to get that fixed.
One of them was a zero blitz by Wink Martindale, which I could not understand why he did that in that moment. But the other one was a zone, actually, and somehow it was 3 Michigan defenders, and none of them were around the player. Yeah. Crazy.
That's the one.
That was so, and I believe all of them were on third down. All 3 touchdown passes were on third down. So come on, we can't do that. But listen, I'm going to say something. I understand. We got to fix that. But best believe this USC team will win 9 to 10 games. Let's be clear. They're that good.
This is a good team.
So if Michigan was able to make those mistakes and still beat a team like that, one-dimensional, because we might have thrown for 30 yards, if that.
I don't know if we threw for 30, right?
I don't think no other team in the Big Ten could beat USC the same way Michigan did today. So look, we do. The good thing is we got Minnesota next week. Again, can't take them lightly because you never know from week to week. But that should be a win. Need to work on things. Dom, I agree 1,000%. Just throw the freaking ball. Let's see what happens. We gotta get him. We gotta get him going. And Minnesota's the team to do it too. So
they try to pass early in the game.
My other man said Orji won't last the season like that. In another 3-4 weeks, he'll be banged up knee, banged up shoulder, and then
we can't keep winning like that. If I'm being honest, he's gotta pose some semblance of a threat in the pass game, right? Like it can't just be he gonna line up and run through everybody because that's not gonna happen. And USC really just showed that. So there has to be some threat of the pass. We know that it's just football in 2024. It's not your grandfather's father's football anymore, right? Yep. So it's something has to give on that front for sure.
We got one other thing.
Get gentlemen.
Thank you. Donovan Edwards needs to go on the bench and think about it a little bit because Mullins won that game for us. That run with 2 minutes to go, 50 yards, just
Herculean effort.
willed it into the end zone. Then to throw that pass, I'm like, just pound the ball. You got 3 downs, you got 2-3 yards to go. Keep pounding the football, put the game away. I like Donovan. He needs to think about it a little bit. He's going down too easily. I don't know what the issue is there, but Mullins needs to start. He needs to start. And
I agree,
so,
1,000%. There's no way around it now. Dom, I'm gonna drop you, man. I appreciate you coming up. I'm sorry you were cut off, Mike. What were you saying?
100 on that.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Night and day.
Yeah.
The way. So by the way, on that run that Mullins had, the 60, 50, whatever it was, 63 yards, 53-yard run, he had to get down into the red zone. Donovan would have been stopped maybe in that hole.
Easily.
Let alone when the defender had him wrapped up and he spun out of that and then pushed another guy off. And no disrespect to Donovan Edwards, because I do think, now I will say this, if Donovan would have got away from those two, he's going to the house. That's the difference between the two. Donovan's more explosive, whereas Mullins is just a better.
Yeah, he's a cowbell.
Exactly. He's a better running back, which is crazy to even say. But yeah.
So back to being upset about all that is how many offensive yards do we have at that point? 10? 15?
9.
Yeah.
Like
so
9
yards. Right? Yeah.
That was bad.
It was bad.
So it didn't matter who was back there.
Yeah. Right.
You got to own the second half.
Correct.
Yep.
Correct.
And I think they played to protect that lead a little too much in that second half.
Correct.
And not to continue to put the pressure on.
And also, the difference, too, was that it was almost a switch. They owned the time of possession in the second half. They had it we only had it 2 minutes in that third quarter. So, USC, that possession, we did, and then 3 and out. You can't do that, man, against these teams, man. But also on the defensive side, they gave Miller Morse nightmares. I think they dropped him about 15 times, sacked him 4 or 5 times, hurried him 12. Yo, he was running for his life. And that's how you beat those quarterbacks with those kind of offenses. Because if he had all day, he would have shredded us. And they main receiver, he really didn't do anything, man.
No, they did a good job on Zachariah Branch. I will say that. Josiah Stewart, though, is absolutely. If he was 20 pounds heavier, 3 pounds, 3 inches taller, he'd be a top 5 pick in the draft.
Yeah,
this dude is an absolute beast. He's unblockable at that stature. It's crazy. This is a gem that Jim actually found in the transfer portal a couple years ago.
Carolina.
Yeah, and he is absolutely unblockable, and he was in that backfield all day today.
Yeah, man.
It was pretty impressive.
Look,
it's stuff from Jeremiah Stewart. Josiah Stewart.
We understand that there's still more to be done. I mean, we're happy we won. We're not satisfied, right? We understand that completely. There's more, but listen, we can complain, and it's a win. So that's a good, and it's a good team. Let's be clear. Now, like I said, this USC team is good. I'm not saying they're gonna be great, but they're good. This is not like Arkansas State. This is USC. Trust me, you're going to see them, and people are going to be like, yo, Michigan beat that team. We punched them in the mouth. In the second half, they punched us in the mouth. This was a typical heavyweight match. 2 blue bloods going at it. Big Ten opener. Their Big Ten first game history. And Michigan, that's going in the history books, guys. And we saw it live.
Absolutely. And this is true. This is true, Goj. This was Michigan's season on the line.
Yes.
Absolutely. Everything was going to be answered in this game in some fashion, whether or not for this season anyway, right? Whether we were going to be, some team that could beat Arkansas State barely, or maybe win against Indiana, which, by the way, that's not a given these days, or Illinois, it's not a given, or be able to compete and play with teams like USC, Oregon. and we don't even want to talk about that game at the end of November right now. But yeah,
it was a fork in the road for both teams.
Correct.
Absolutely.
And guess what? We came out on top.
For sure. Shout out to Mike. Mike, we're gonna let you go, man. Thank you for popping up.
Blue, my brother. Thank you for tuning in,
Go
champ.
Blue.
Thank you. Go Blue. Yeah.
Man.
Look, this is
still excited about that game. It was everything.
Bro,
the thing I took from the that was the most encouraging was the play of the offensive and defensive lines.
Reason won. Reason Michigan won today.
Absolutely.
Bottom line.
Absolutely. The defensive line was dominant at times today for stretches of that game. Evan Link came to play football today. Giddis came to play football today. So I got to give it up to the offensive line too, because, you know, they made a way. And, man, this was exactly what Michigan needed. We let them back in the game without a doubt.
Absolutely.
Without a doubt, Michigan let them back in the game.
Nothing is given
for Michigan. That's true.
No, it's not. And this is, and guys, for the other Michigan, not gonna lie, I did want USC to be I did not want. Goes, that's crazy coming from Ohio State fan, because I always want y'all to lose, no matter who y'all play. But regardless, man, this could be a season-changing momentum for Michigan, right? I think moving forward, expect them to look better. Expect Orgy to look progress game by game. I'm not saying he's going to look like J.J. McCarthy next week, but expect them to complete some more passes because they have to. Then we go on the road right after Minnesota against a tough Washington team. Yes, on paper, Michigan should win, but you know what? This is not that Michigan team this year. We can't count those wins. We nothing is given. Like my man just said, nothing is given. So we're gonna need Orgy to just be a little better. I think we could out physical every team we play, but we still have to be a little more balanced. We're just not gonna run it 40, 50 times and win every week. And plus, you kind of want to keep Orgy healthy, right? Because the more hits he take, the more chances he gets of being hurt. And getting Orgy hurt is either Warren or Tuttle. And we don't want those Warren nightmares again, man, because they weren't good. They weren't good.
No, that's a fact, man. No disrespect, respectfully.
Man, also, another thing I wanted to point out that our open field tackling, bro.
Yes.
It's just it's not what it was. We gotta tackle better on the open field, man. We missed a lot of tackles. I mean, you mentioned it with Burham, right? Remember on that 2nd and 14 on their own one, they threw a swing. And mind you, Will Johnson, Makari Page, 2 veterans. I mean, looking like freshmen out there trying to tackle.
Well, Makari Page,
listen, Will Johnson's that guy, but you see him get run over.
I did see him get run over. Maybe that's why he went to the locker room, by the way.
I said, oh, please. I'm like, that's going to be a meme. I said, we lose, that's a meme. I said, that's going to be a meme.
Hey, that might be a meme anyway. That kid that did the running over, number 0, whoever 0 is, he got to get that clip. And just put that on his phone every time he open it.
It was a 10 to 2 halves. I think what happened in the second half,
Page is definitely suspect. I think he needs Rod Moore. I think Page needs Rod Moore back there to tell him, like, yo, be over here, be over there. You know what I mean? He's that kind of influence in his life, man. Because right now,
it shows that we could beat these teams. We could beat good teams, and we could outpoint them, from the point of attack being physical. So I'm happy, bro. I'm happy that, and this wasn't a clean game by Michigan. Let's not be like, y'all only won. Y'all score like with 20 seconds. No, we 2 turnovers, block extra on point, a lot of penalties. Like, come on, this wasn't a clean game by Michigan either. So the fact that they were still able to win this game says a lot about the team, right? Says a lot about the coaching staff, because I've seen a lot of improvement this week and the attitude of the team.
I don't know, Phil. Look,
we'll see.
The other state, we'll cross that when we get there. Oregon, you know, they look better than they did the first couple games. But
can
Washington lost to Wazoo.
Look.
We better not lose to Washington.
Look, I'm going to tell you this. The defense, if our defense plays like they did in the first half for the most part of the season, then we can be, again, I know it's a stretch, we can be 10-1 going into Columbus.
Right.
But it's on, you know, the defense got to keep us in the game.
We're going to the playoffs.
Yeah, yeah. And we'll see, man. But this was a big win. This is elite offense. This was an elite offense, man, that in the second half they got it going. But Lincoln Riley's a Jedi. I said this. Lincoln Riley's a Jedi. And Loveland, that's another thing.
He's one of them.
He didn't have the best receiver we have. So, you know, and again, do we know the extent of Loveland's injury? Is this a couple of weeks? Is it a week-to-week basis? Do we know what's going on with that?
So yeah, I think it was like a game time decision today, and right before the game, they were like, you know, he's not going to be able to go. So I do think maybe next week, or you know, do we have a bye?
Keep him out. No, after Washington.
After Washington. All right. So yeah, I think. So I don't think we need to play them against Minnesota.
No.
Right.
Or Will Johnson.
Or Will, right? Depending on what's going on, we don't need to play either one of them. So I think you can afford to keep both of them out those games or that game, and we'll see what happens. But I agree with what PBMC had to say there. He does get open, and that'll be a great, you know, security blanket for Alex Orji to have on the field.
Absolutely, man. It's amazing.
Ghost said I would sit Will. Yeah, for sure, I would sit Will. We beat OSU if we don't turn the ball over. Man, that turn. This is a good point. OSU, by the way, today they won big. They ended up winning big.
5 touchdowns.
There was a time in that game, things were looking a little shaky, baby.
Look, I'm going to tell you about OSU.
14-17.
Yeah, listen, I'll say this about OSU. Let's see them when they play a team that's physical. That's either going to be Penn State or Oregon, and maybe somewhat Michigan State. Let's see how Michigan State looks against Boston College.
Oh, that's what they got. They got Michigan State next week, right?
I believe so, yeah. So we'll see. Look, Ohio State's a good team. Don't get me wrong. I hate them, but I'm not a hater. They're an elite team, but they're beatable. Trust me. The way Michigan plays, we could beat them. And they're Will Howard, he doesn't really worry me. I mean, he could come out the pocket, but I think if we can make him throw the ball, he's going to throw some interceptions.
Yeah.
And hopefully by then, the secondary got it together.
Today, right? I think he threw some picks today. Anyway, the season outlook, I think Mike might have brought this up, or Troy, somebody brought this up, that the outlook has changed, right? Like, or at least that this was a make or break situation, fork in the road situation is what Michael said.
Yes.
And this was absolutely it today. In the outlook, the narrative behind Michigan, all of that going forward has changed. What do you think Michigan ends up in the top? Now, I know it's still games to be played, but about where do you think they end up in the top 25 next week?
You know, they don't like Michigan, man. I'm sorry. There's bias. What we at, 18? We were 18.
Yeah.
Maybe 16, 15. Maybe depends who lose. But we're not going to go that high. And it's fine. Listen, I don't need us to be overhyped. We need just to be where we need to be. We right there. What we showed today, we're a top 25 team. We're in the top 25, don't matter. We're a top 25 team. We could play with the best of them. Texas, I think if we run the same offense we ran against Texas, it's a closer game. They'll probably still win anyway. I'm not saying we beat Texas, but it'll be a different outcome, I believe. But moving forward, I know we mentioned it, those beating the dead horse. We got to get Orji going passing. We don't need him, again, to be no J.J. McCarthy, no Chad Henne, no Tom Brady when they was at Michigan. We just need him to complete at least 10 passes a game and crucial ones. That at least the defense could say, yo, listen, we got to be careful here because he'll pop that shit right over your head. But if you it's 2 weeks go by and it's like, yo, they're going to put 11 men in the box. You don't put on the whole defense there.
Right.
So, but I like, here we go. We did that reverse to more. We should have done that again. We don't do no jet sweeps. I don't know why we're not doing no jet sweeps. We have the guys for that. Do jet sweeps. I like the little swing pass we did to Edwards early. It's like a short screen, like a backfield screen.
Right.
More of that. More of that. Listen, it's simple. You gotta dumb it down for what you
By
have.
the way, that was the closest thing to a halfback screen we've done all season.
And that's another thing we have to do.
Right.
Because we know you gotta help Orgy, man. Yo, you know what? 3rd and 4, here comes everybody. Nice little screen to Mullins or Edwards. Because we know Edwards can catch. We said it many times. Put Edwards in the slot. There's no linebacker in the country could cover Edwards one-on-one, man. Absolutely not.
Tell me, today would have been a perfect day to do that, especially in the second half when D'Anton Lynn, like I said, was blitzing off of those edges. We could have taken advantage of that with a quick screen to either side because he was coming off of either side, and let them over pursue, and the running back is out of there.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Okay. Original. I see you, champ.
All right.
You're right. No, and that's what I'm saying. Look, we gotta understand that Michigan won today. And it wasn't a fluke. Oh, it was a Hail Mary with Michigan. And like I said, man, and it wasn't even clean. You can't say, bro, y'all played a perfect game and USC played a horrible game and y'all barely won. No, it was both ways. Both teams did little things here and there. Michigan was the better team. Bro, to win, we're under 2 minutes left and just running the ball, right? We was like 70 yards, or maybe 60 yards away. Maybe like 80 yards away. And it was just like, damn, bro, we were destined to win. And 4th and goal, that I'm telling you, I think this win is going to be something good for this team. I think in the locker room, the energy changes. It's an energy thing. Like, yo, you know what? Moving on, we cooking. So let's see.
Shout out to Nevada Buck. Yeah, definitely a C-level game, especially if you compare it to last season.
I was saying the second half. We played an A game. We played an A game in the first half. No one cannot deny that. That was almost perfection in the first half while Michigan was able to do the USC. Based on what we did in the second half, I agree. Overall becomes like a C game and still won against a team that will win 9 games this year, minimum. Trust me.
Yeah, that like I said, USC looks like a good team. That's a good team. It's a quality win for Michigan at home, right? It gets us closer, like my guy said, to evening that series with USC. Is one of the teams that has a winning record over Michigan.
Only one in the Big Ten.
Absolutely, right? So that'll be big to even that thing back up and get it back on the side of Michigan. So I'm looking forward to seeing them again in the future. I think it's pretty much the same schedule next year. We play them again next year, I believe.
No, yeah. We played them over there and
right, yeah, for sure. By the way, the schedule next season, because a bunch of those games are going to be on the road. The Oregon game, this game.
I think we don't. If I'm not mistaken, we're at Oklahoma, not Texas next year.
Right. Because Texas, the following or the 2 years from now,
I think 26.
We go back to
we go to Texas.
USC started bringing their linebackers on the ends. Yes,
he's good. Number 18. Your number 18 was balling for them.
Oh yeah, he was making plays. He was all over the place, and he was laying the wood. Pause on Alex Orgy for sure. So he was certainly making plays. Speaking of 4th and goal, what was about that pass call?
Yeah.
Man, look. The second down pass, I had flashbacks to last season because I've been killing Notre Dame fans for this for a whole year now. When they played the other state last season and they had a second down and the other state had one timeout when Notre Dame had the lead at this point. And all they need to do is run the football, force them to use that last timeout.
They threw a screen.
Passed it, incompletion, of course, and then the rest is history. That's what I thought was happening to us at that point. Now, granted, we needed to to get in there, but still we didn't need to leave, that much time on the clock.
No, you're right. So I'll say this, right? To their defense, based on what we were doing, Michigan's gonna run. So they figured we could just trick them real quick, hit them with a quick one. So, but that was, shout to USC, disciplined defense. They made great second half adjustments. As you can see, at one point in the fourth quarter, Michigan only had 9 yards in total. 9 yards. Let that sink in, bro. 9 yards.
Crazy. That's kind of crazy.
And we end up winning the game. This is what I'm saying. Those are signs of a good team, man. Michigan this year, they're going to win a lot of games. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be the 42-10s, the 38-10s, that's not going to be that case. It's going to be similar to what we saw, right? And, I mean, I know this is Michigan, but you saw what Indiana did to Chattanooga. Now, people will be like, Chattanooga. Yeah, they did to them what Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State does to those kind of teams. Indiana never does that to those kind of teams. And now it's like, this is easy work. But I think Michigan's physicality, their defense is going to be different. It's going to be something that Indiana never seen. But that's down the line. We beat USC. Yes, Illinois. Go win. That Nebraska game. That Nebraska game.
Luke Altmaier looked like a football player out there.
Altmaier. Wow. He's good. But again, we beat USC. We 1-0 in the Big Ten. Here comes Minnesota. The questions going into the Minnesota game, the health of Loveland, the health of Will Johnson. And 3, how do we get Orgy going passing wise? We got to mix it up. This could be the game for that. So let's see, what's going to be the approach offensively when we play Minnesota Saturday.
Mason Graham was certainly one of those players. I believe he had a sack or 2 in this game, couple tackles for loss. Kenneth Grant also, now granted, he, gave up the church's money with that run. I couldn't believe that, man. I couldn't believe it, bro.
Look, let me tell you how serious. Look, man, let me tell you how serious this is. There was a fight today. Anthony Joshua against Dubois. So, I'm watching that. What was perfect, that Michigan went right into halftime when that fight started, and the fight ended before the third quarter. So it was just perfect. But, I normally do lives. Right after that, I'm in like 4 or 5 lives. Yo, where you at? I didn't answer nobody. F you, I'm watching Michigan. So, yes. Yo, DK, what's going on? He put us in the story. And I'm like, listen, it's still 30 minutes left. You know what I'm saying? So, and it was almost not looking good. But I respect the DK, my brother. Big win for us. Our D-line definitely brought it. Man, Isaiah Stewart, wow. He was the dog on the defense. He set the tone. Listen, Miller Morse, he's going to wake up at 3 a.m. yelling, Isaiah Stewart. He might fall off his bed and thinking he's coming after him because that dude was in his face. He was complaining. He's like, yo, they hitting me too hard. Telling the referees, like, why they hitting me so much?
They said 18 is a 6'6" outside linebacker. He was all over the place, man.
No, he was a beast. He was a beast. Absolutely.
Yeah, he looked like what Sonny Styles is supposed to be, Ghost.
Yeah, don't get Ghost. Now, Ghost is my guy, man. He need to get up in here. I know once in the blue he get up in here, but Ghost is a cool dude, man. I respect him. Let me see. Grant doesn't fumble. Yeah, and my ticket will have on Michigan the under. Okay. Yeah, that was, and that was another thing. No Buckeye trolls today. Yeah, they hiding. They hiding. Reading. And Ghost, and respect the Ghost because he'll give us credit when it's due. So I respect that. He's not here.
Ghost is in the trenches.
Yeah, he is. And I respect that.
Sonny just learning the position.
Yeah.
No doubt.
But
he actually looked good. I will say this season, Sonny Styles is playing good.
But this is what I would say, Ghost, about Ohio State. I'm not saying their linebackers are bad, but in the past, whenever Ohio State is elite, they always had elite linebackers. These linebackers are good. They're good. They're not over the top because we can also make the argument JT Sawyer and JT, highly touted 5-stars coming out of high school and have yet to play the part. Yes, JT had that one game at Penn State, phenomenal game. After that, he's been a no-call, no-show since that game, and that was over 2 years ago. You know, they look solid. You know, we'll see, man. But right now, my focus is on my boys. We're 3-1. We're right back in it. Now, all the haters, all the trolls are going to be like this, right? But we got to keep it going. We got to keep it going. I would like to beat Minnesota at least by 3 touchdowns next week.
We got to get one of those off this season.
I don't need no 21-17 game.
A real blowout.
Yeah, man. We need a real blowout. And I think if we go to that Minnesota game and win like that, then you could start to see, okay, this team is starting to gel. This team is starting to put it together. And I think once we do that, man, we could bang with anybody.
We should go 9-3 next year. We should be competing again, especially when we have a real quarterback battle, Jaden Orgy, plus all the new recruits coming in. Compete next year. Yo,
the icon.
Shout out to Banter. That's a dope icon. Thank you for the $9.99 super chat, sir. We appreciate it for sure. So look, one of the things that I did want to talk about, and I think somebody was talking about it here really quick. James Madison. So I wasn't watching this game, but I looked at the score at one point at halftime. James Madison had 53 points.
Bro,
that's like 3 games worth of points for Michigan at this point. But they have 53 at halftime. I think it's time for Mac Brown to go ahead and hang it up.
Bro, that looked like a basketball score, 70 to 50.
Crazy. I see Mullings running all over LSU. Hey, look.
Original.
We all know
we got to keep him healthy, though. We got to keep him fresh.
Show him is soft.
Yeah. And it's going to be, they're going to see. Look, and you got to understand that by that time, Michigan is going to be a well-oiled machine.
That's a fact, level 1.
You know, that's it. 20. Listen, there you go, level 1. I know, we just got to talk our shit. That we don't know, Chaz. That's why we want to know. How is Will Johnson?
I don't even know what the injury is. What are they saying the injury is?
He didn't say anything. They say he went to the X-ray room because I heard the on-field reporter. So like, and his parents went through the tunnel and they were looking with an X-ray. So I don't know when he got trucked when they ran him over.
For the first time in a while, I'm not worried about Michigan, and this ain't no troll stuff. I hear you. I believe you believe that way too. You believe that.
No, it's good. It's good because you know what? By then, we will have wrinkles, but we'll see. That's a long time from now. Guys, Michigan fans.
Look who just showed up.
Yo, Mello.
Shout out to Mello, man.
Yo, Mello, what up going on, champ? Listen, y'all 3-0. We're 3-1. And that's that.
Michigan offense is
all right. Over
things to be desired, but we'll be all right.
It's not ass. It's one-dimensional. There's a difference, my man.
Right.
Your offense is ass if you can't do neither. We can do one very good, as we show. We actually the
recruit you're talking about was actually a high school teammate of Jayden Davis. And yeah, he did end up going to UNC. I'm sure he's rethinking that now because
70 James
Madison. The hell out of Mac Brown. Mac Brown needs to get back in the studio or something.
They play in the McDonald Conference, man. They play again. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Who they play? What are the teams they play?
They play Wendy Tech. They play against Burger King A&M. They play Taco Bell State. Come on, man.
Bell State, yeah.
It's horrible. Crazy. That's bad loss for North Carolina, man.
Burger King Tech. That's great, man.
Yeah, man. What a win. But let me ask you this. All right. Coaching. Let's get to the coaching. Dollar Tree State.
Right.
Why would you grade coaching today, right? Based on what we saw from the last 3 games.
Okay, so I want the coaching. If they would have kept that run from the first half, everybody would have got an A. I was like, yo, everybody gets an A. You get an A. You get an A. I sound like Oprah out here. But overall, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna give. Okay, so if I'm just grading the head coach, OC, and DC, right?
Yes.
That's all I'm gonna do. So Sharon, I'm gonna give a B. Kirk, I think, called the best game of the season so far for himself. I'm gonna give him a B plus. I also think Wink Martindale called the best game of the season for himself, except in the second half. The first half, Wink Martindale calls were excellent. I would have given him an A if he'd have kept up on that, but I'm gonna give him a B minus for his performance. Actually, I'm gonna take some away. I'm not gonna give Kirk a B plus either. Everybody gets a B minus. B minus across the board because the second half was vile and disgusting.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's a fair grade for the coaching. And remember, the first touchdown they score, right? Zeke Barry, he's on the zone. You can see the receivers underneath. You have your other defender. Stay on the inside. Why are you coming out? Easy throw. So I think Wink had the right calls. I just think his players were just out of position, as we can see. And that's one thing, even in a game like this, we can see that defensive players are not in good position. We spoke about Makari Page earlier. He's supposed to be our best secondary player, not named Will Johnson. Right. And he's out there doing dumb shit.
He's
like,
not.
Yo, what are you doing? That should have been an interception.
I can't tell you who is. Maybe Zeke Berry, but it's not Makari Page right now at this point. My guy said White Castle Polytechnical. You know, yo.
Yeah, we're gonna keep those going. We're gonna keep those going every week.
That's fire.
Definitely. That's
Coach says they're the defending national champions, but the team is new. I'll give them grace. After 5 games, I'm grading tough. No doubt. I can get with that.
No, listen, man. Look, at the end of the day, he's right.
The second half was Jesse Minter time.
So,
man,
all right.
Jesse Minter was so good in second halves.
So this is what I would say, though. To Wink's defense, Lincoln Riley.
Right.
Lincoln
Riley went crazy in the second half.
Yeah, so
his
you
play
gotta
went to another level.
Let's remember, Lincoln Riley has, like they mentioned, the top 4 play callers in all of college football: Steve Sarkisian, Lincoln Riley, Lane Kiffin, and Josh Heupel.
Yeah.
Bro, those are doing the spread, the re-spread. Those out, they the 4 best dialing it up. So he beat one. It's a Jedi. It's like a Jedi. You fight a Jedi. If you defeat it, it's not going to be easy. So again, and just imagine though, if we were able to pass the ball and keep, bro, we would have scored 50 points. In there. Chip. I mean, I know why he's trying to do Ghost. Stop it. Stop it, Ghost. No, don't get me wrong. Chip Kelly's an OG too. But I just thought Pizza Hut.
Nice, yo.
Pizza Hut A&M. Yo, listen, we're going to keep those going because those are great, man. So again, man, we did something like I told you earlier. I'm going to be one of the first to admit I didn't think Michigan was going to win this week. I even text you because I don't keep it fake. I text you when USC scored. I said ball game because I just didn't see Orgy moving the ball down, passing the ball. Luckily, we got that run. It was just meant for Michigan to win today, man.
Yeah, man. Dexter Samaj wide open.
Yeah, we spoke about that earlier.
My guy Troy said he was butt naked, and he couldn't find him, man. Crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
He would have been the star of a Diddy party. That's how butt naked he was. Pause.
No baby oil. No baby oil. Absolutely not. Yeah, man. So look, on to Minnesota, right? I mean, Monday we'll get more in depth. I watched them against North Carolina, who just gave up 70 points. So we mentioned it, Pizza Hut State, with White Castle, Polymonio.
My guy Mello has joined the chat.
Oh shit, Mello.
Hold on, I don't know what's going on.
Come on, Mello.
Frozen, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mello, you sent us a virus.
Mello, man, don't tell me you got that Obama phone, man. They were giving it out on Columbus, man.
When Mello got that Buckeye Wi-Fi, it's not connecting out here. What's going on, man?
Let's see. It should maybe Mello.
Hey, we
Yeah,
gotta bring.
tell him to log off
Mello,
and log
try it
back
again.
on.
Try it
Log
again.
back on.
Because I don't know what's going on with your Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Tell him to log back on. Maybe he
Right.
has to do that. Yeah, man.
Mickey Mouse Community College. Mello got that prison minutes card.
Yo, Mello. It's all love, champ. It's all love, man.
Sakai Wi-Fi. Shout out to DK.
Yes, sir. Let me see. Let's just take a look.
Oh, Kinetic. Ladies and gentlemen, a superstar has entered the chat.
Oh, Kinetic, what up, champ?
Hold up. Mello has also come back. Like that Sakai Wi-Fi was good, baby.
Hold on. Yo,
Hey,
Mello.
what is that grossness? Don't come up here with this grossness on your shirt. You got some shit on your chest.
Yo, Mello. That's
You know
illegal
what
in
it
the United States to wear that shirt, man. That's illegal.
Right.
Yeah, well, I'm out down here.
Yeah.
What happened? I can't hear him.
What's good?
What's going
Chilling,
on,
man,
champ?
chilling.
I see you. Okay, you rapping. I see
Salute.
you. That's
Salute.
right. I see you, but you know this Maize and Blue just look a little better. I'm just saying.
Nah, they don't. I mean, it look crispy, but it's a New York City fitted. You know what I'm saying? But I'm clean bread. You already know.
It look clean. Listen, I give you that. It look clean. I give you that. But besides that, when you get home, just dump it in the trash. It's good for you.
Shout out to Connor Roth.
So Minnesota's losing to Iowa 7-0 as we speak.
Well, I expect them to lose that game. Mello, while we got you here, what you think of y'all game?
Man, I thought our defense, they started off real slow. You know, I'm in Miami right now, so like the Wi-Fi here and all that. I'm in a hotel.
Yeah. Shout out to that though, man. Enjoy South Beach, sir. My guy Kinetic, can you hear us? We can't hear you. Your mic is muted or something.
Nah, it's the Wi-Fi here, man. It ain't all that good. I'm down here for a soccer game.
Yes, for your daughter, man. Hey, yo, good luck.
Nice.
With that,
good luck, man. Good luck to her, man. Even though you a Buckeye, we gonna say good luck to your daughter. We keep the kids out of it.
I'm gonna come on the next live stream next week. It's a little rough trying to communicate right now. But I love what y'all doing, and I want to salute y'all and y'all the pot.
No doubt, man. We appreciate it, bro. We gonna jump on your chat too.
Yeah. Appreciate, man. Listen, man. Appreciate my man Mello, my man Ghost, man. 2 Ohio State fans. You know, here we don't like them, but you know why they accept it, man. That's
Iowa
fine.
is decent.
Yeah, Iowa, I think similar to us offensively. Iowa, I don't think no one will ever disagree that every year they just very good defensively. You know,
if Iowa had any semblance of consistent offense, they could be playing for the biggest trophies out here, man.
Absolutely.
It's kind of crazy.
Absolutely, man. You know, so
we lost you. You ain't jumping back up.
Kinetic, get in here, champ.
Yeah, jump back up, man.
Yeah, man. So look, it's yo, listen. Dude's talking about Marshall. Yeah.
No, that's fair, yo. We didn't.
Now look, I say this.
Guy on here. We just need to see.
Yeah, no, it's fine. This is what I would say though, right? Remember last year vividly. We started with East Carolina, Bowling Green, and then who was the last team we played?
UNLV.
No, it was UNLV second, Bowling Green last.
Third, yeah.
Was the third. We got ripped to shreds, not only by Ohio State, Michigan State fans, by everybody. The media, they haven't played nobody, but who they play? Now, I don't hear that same energy with OSU. You understand? Right. I don't hear that. So I get it. To me, that's the best way to go, especially now with the expansion of the playoffs where you might have to play more games. I'd rather put cupcakes on my schedule, man, because now the Big Ten, you see who's there. USC, Oregon. I think the UCLA beat LSU. They was in a tight game.
Yo, no, that's why.
Yo,
You know what? I
stop
haven't
it.
been too loud on y'all's schedule, bro. I haven't been like talking about y'all playing these bums or whatever.
No,
Now,
because
the
we
only
did
thing
it
I've
last
talked
year.
about,
We did it
exactly,
last
we
year.
did it. We did it the last 3 years, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
The previous 2 years too. But the only thing I was saying is, you know, it's hard to judge y'all based off of that. You know what I mean? Which I could understand if somebody said the same thing about us last year. Although for 2 years prior to that, we had proven that we were Big Ten champion material. So
We still
that's
are.
the difference.
3-time defending Big
That's
Ten
the difference,
champion.
right? The
3
difference
times.
is
You got to say that
we-
number. Yeah.
we
3
were
times.
2-time defending champs last year.
You
No
know,
disrespect, but absolutely. To this point, y'all do look like, you know, paper tigers, and you're handling your business against Burger King Tech,
yeah.
and you and the YMCA of Duluth. So good job.
Yeah. No, it's good, man. I think I don't know who they play. UCLA's a
Yes, they
dumpster
are.
fire. Nevada,
Yes.
hold on, because they were only losing by a touchdown late.
Yeah, I mean they were in the game for a long time, but when I turned it off, it looked like they were down like 3
No,
scores.
they got cooked. They lost by 17. So, but it was 17 up. It was 7. It was tied at 17. So I guess
they were definitely in the game for a long time.
Yeah, so that's that. But look, we also seen Indiana, Illinois, 34-17, Nevada Buck. Thank you. And look, look, did Rutgers beat Virginia Tech? It was a good game.
Well, it wasn't when I was watching it.
No,
wasn't they up 24-7?
They won by a field goal, 26-23. But they went on the road, a 2-1 Power 4 team. Rutgers don't win those games in the past.
I'll get with y'all off stream to figure the StreamYard stuff, my headset out, so I can call in on future episodes for sure. Yeah.
Yo, Kinetic, my brother. Remember Mondays too, man. Mondays,
Monday.
we go live, and you know, man, during the week he'd be cooking too. So look out for that.
Yeah,
season outlook change, man. Absolutely, man.
Absolutely.
I think these players, this is gonna bring a different kind of energy to the locker room and for the mental, right? Because again, we didn't go life and death with a mediocre team. This was a real good. This is what I mean.
That's a fact.
No, it's true. Ghost, you're right. And it's right. That 90s Big Ten, I remember, someone correct me, like 3 years in a row, Northwestern took Michigan's O in the 90s. We were like 4-0, go to Northwestern, lose. I'm like, yo, why they beat us every year? I'm telling you. So you got to bring your A game every week. You got to be prepared. But Michigan style of play is going to keep them in every game. Because once you can run the ball, that means you control the game, you control the clock. So you play the game on your terms, and that's what Michigan wants to do. And, you know, it's just like, you know, boxing. You know, I do the boxing. So when you fight, whenever you fight in a fighter, you want to fight on your terms, the way you like to fight. So Michigan is, you know, that's the way they want to play games, and they did that. They won. It was looking crazy in the second half, but they found a way to win. Good teams find ways to win, and Michigan did.
Yo, everybody just be here cooking people in the comments, bro. Hey, chill. Hey, listen, we got to get out of here, man. I got to go. Before we go, follow me everywhere at Maize Madman. By the way, Kinetic is my man. He's helping me set up the Discord for y'all, by the way. So lay off Kinetic. Everybody's
Kinetic
gonna get the
guy.
invite to the Discord. Boxing Maniac will be in there. I'll be in there. Yeah. Definitely be we gotta make you a admin in there. We're gonna make you an admin in there. But yeah, everywhere at Maize Madman, Boxing Maniac. Where can they find you?
Right there, baby. D_boxing_maniac on Instagram. Go find me. I know I've been saying this for the last 3 weeks. I want to do a Michigan account. I will. By the end of this year, it'll be there. Trust me. So if it's definitely by next year. And what's your channel? I love boxing. Right there, champ. Go to Ghost. Go to my Instagram.
It's in the description of this video too, so y'all can get that too.
Yeah, Ghost. Yeah. Hit me up, Ghost.
And his YouTube is right there.
We do. Yeah. Boxing. That's what I do, champ. And this football. I love this. Actually, I love this more than boxing. Believe it or not. But I already mentioned it why I do it. But again, man, Michigan fans, go blue. Enjoy this win.
Hey, this
will
is
get you.
disrespectful.
Yo, hey,
I'm gonna have to put some money on that. But you're right. Until next time, everybody. Oh, by the way, I gotta get these shout outs, these stars shout outs. We're gonna start doing this at the end. I saw my guy do this as I froze. I'm not sure if you can hear me anymore.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I saw my guy do this at the end. But Blue Wolverine, we gotta thank you for the super chat. Ghost, of course, thank you for the super chat. My guy Dom, thanks for the super chat. Killer Panda, thank you for the super chat. And Connor, shout out to you. Thank you for the super chat. Be sure to join the membership if you haven't already. You can do that on the channel. It's open to everybody except for Goj, who refuses because I'm not saying those 4 words or those 4 letters. But anyway, we out of here. Stay angry.
Yes, sir.
I'm upset.